Oil and gas industry makes $3 billion a day in pure profit. And it's only getting bigger.
Oh, Oscar winner Billy Bob Thornton. That guy is so good. Joining John Hamm, he's good too. Demi Moore, she's great in a new Paramount Plus series. It's called Landman. Taylor Sheridan, who worked on Yellowstone, also helped create this new series.
So this story really locks in on the people fueling an oil boom so big that it reshapes everything: our climate, our economy, and geopolitics. ...
And Landman has a special connection to our media partners over at Texas Monthly. It's actually based on a Texas Monthly podcast.
So we've got Megan Crate joining us tonight. She's the executive producer with Texas Monthly. Megan, before we dive into the podcast, which I'm sure is absolutely phenomenal and really lays the groundwork, talk to us about the Texas angle to this Paramount Plus series, because that's the way they're taking it.
Oh, I mean, it's a Texas story through and through. You know, it's based off of this podcast that was all about the world of the oil fields in West Texas. We covered the history as well as present day. And there are so many great characters in that space and so many great storylines that came out of the podcast that really is what inspired this show. And our podcast host, Christian Wallace, ended up being a co-creator on this show with Taylor Sheridan. So we anticipate it's going to really contain a lot of the same great stuff that we found in the podcast.
So the podcast is a monthly deal, right? Boomtown, that's obviously what it's called. How does it lead up to Landman, and how much, I guess, from the podcast versus what we're going to end up seeing in the series itself? How much of that comes over? How much of it is made up, obviously, with the writers going to work on a series like this?
Well, there's a lot of invention that will have happened. I can't speak to the specifics of what we'll see in the series, but, we do know that they had all of that material that they were working from the podcast. So, in a scripted series, there are characters created, there are storylines created. It's all up, to the hands of the creator. And in this case, Taylor Sheridan is a Texan himself, understands this world very well. And then, as I mentioned, Christian is co-creating. So I imagine we'll see a lot of overlap with what we saw in the podcast.
Yeah, what we've seen Taylor do in that Yellowstone empire and all the spinoffs that's been built from that is pretty incredible. You're an executive producer. You know what it means to take something and, an idea and execute it and make it come to life. So why do you think Hollywood is kind of turning to Texas when it comes to these strong stories? Because this is not the first one we've seen that's got Texas ties and is really authentic to the narrative here. Why do you think this is such a gold mine for these stories?
Well, I think there are two things. I think people in Hollywood have realized over many years now that there were so many shows and feature films that were not focused on the middle of the country. There's a huge audience for that, and there are great stories in Texas and elsewhere in the middle of the country. And the second part of that is Texas Monthly. It's been around for 51 years, and one of the things that the magazine has always done is great narrative storytelling. So we have a lot of features in our archives and that we're putting out in the magazine every month and on the website regularly that people see as great launch points, because these characters are just characters that they might not have seen on screen before, or worlds they didn't, they haven't portrayed before. So it's a real interesting place for them to go looking for stories.
I think one of the coolest things in the day and age we're living in, just as a little final summary point, is decades ago, movie ideas, series ideas, they were all West Coast ideas, right? They only came out of LA, and that was kind of the epicenter. And now in this world we're living in today, when a Texas Monthly podcast can lead to something that we're about to see like that, it really speaks to where we're living today in terms of ideas and ideas being executed, because everything we just talked about costs a whole boatload of money to make happen, right? Yeah. But those ideas are coming to fruition. Megan, thank you so much. Great discussion tonight. We can't wait to see it. Look forward to it. And by the way, you can read more about Boomtown and Landman. You can do it right now. You can check the podcast as well at texasmonthly.com. Megan.